Hello! Hello and welcome to Train Sim World. This is Mega Sim. If you want to see more of my videos, visit my YouTube channel Mega Sim. Today we're going to be doing the scenario of Down the Line. So this is departing on journeys down the Thames Valley from London Paddington to a few stations ahead, the furthest being Reading. What I may do is I may start off with the Class 166 Turbo from London Paddington to Harlington, I believe, would probably be the best one. I do like that little route. I've done it a couple of times before, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to try and find how to do it on this channel, so you can have a look yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say to everyone, it's the Class 166 Paddington to Hayes. Now, if this is the first time you've watched Train Sim World, it was released fully last week on PS4 and Xbox One. Before that was the... Oh, let's wait for her to say her thing.
Welcome to London Paddington. There are 3 trains available for you to take control of. Each one provides an increasingly longer journey. Which will you choose?
Okay, so Xbox One I had. So here we go. 60-minute service to Reading, 30-minute service to Slough, or the 17-minute service to Hayes and Harlington. I may go for platform 8 because I like the sound of that one. It's only 30 minutes. So let's have a look. So we're on platform 1 at the moment. We've got platform 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now the platform 10 one is a double, as you can see. What is annoying is you can't get a double at all in service mode. It's only in this scenario that you get the 2 trains. Usually they are only 3 carriages long, but as you can see, these are 4 carriages and another 4 carriages, so they're more lifelike with their 8 carriages there. So what we'll do is we'll sit in the driver's seat here.
This train is a semi-stopping service to Slough. Get things set up ready for departure. We'll be heading out shortly.
So what we'll do is we will set the master key to unlock. We will then switch it into forward, and then we're going to switch the headlights to day. Press the door release to begin boarding. We're on this side, so let's just do that. Okay. So we're now loading the passengers. This is where we can close our doors, but also we do have the guard buzzer. Whilst we are waiting for the passengers to load, because we don't set off till, what was it, 9:48 AM, we do have first class seats on this train service. As you can see, we have a nice train here. There should be a door here. I don't know why it's not open. What we can do is we can close the doors if we wanted to, but let's just open them for now. What we'll do is we'll have a look out here. And now we can see that 9:44 is now leaving to Reading. So that's an hour long, that journey. I know I said there were 4 carriages, it's actually 3 and 3, so 6. So apologies on what I said earlier on there. I thought it would go by now. Anyway, So if we go into this train, so we've got the standard cabin here. We've got the toilets, but unfortunately we can't open them. We can open these doors here. What is really weird is this. So I can open that door, but I just walk through that one. Weird. Let's run through the train, because we only have a minute to go, so we can run all the way through the train, and we can even end up in the back carriage. Ah, and there it goes. The 9:45 to Reading. Takes an hour to get there, so we will be crawling behind that train. Well, I say crawling behind that train service. We won't be, because it will be on the fast route, so it'll be on the fast track. So let's have a look. Let's close that door. We want to be ready with our service here, so let's close that door just so it's a lot quieter in here. I do have the engine started, haven't I? I must do. Anyway, I must have. Right, press the close button. And there goes the other one there. Ready to depart. Okay, so let's press that guard buzzer twice. 1, 2. Objective complete. With this train, there is no brake on the left paddles. You've got the brake hold on and off, but as you can see, let's go to throttle 3. So it's a nice smooth departure. So, if I then go to camera, so let's go out to here. So you've got the Doppler effect on here, whereas on my last video with the rapid transit, you don't get that. Anyway. Hello. So anyway, this is a short trip to Slough. So let's bit of lag there. I'm not sure if this is actually stopping any stations. It's not telling me on the top left yet, is it? By the looks of it, I should be on the stopping line. So we could be stopping at Ealing Broadway, or even West Ealing, Harlington, Southall. You know, the usual. What's really cool about this is it also has the low one, so we've got... It would be nice to be able to have the ability to do it you know, in a normal fashion, but it's up, then you can immediately go to down, and then it's going, no, I'm not going to allow you. Okay, so we've got a yellow light, but is it a yellow or is it a double yellow? Let's wait and see. It's a double yellow, so it should be safe enough. It's a yellow, actually. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. So which means that our next light is red, because we have that other train in front of us, don't we? I'm guessing what's happened, because I've not actually played this scenario going to Slough. I've done the Hayes and Harlington, I've done the Reading one, but not the Slough one. I'm guessing what is happening is I'm stuck behind that train. Then once I get to the red, I will then be able to pass, and then it will tell me where my next station is. So before until I know the next station, I am not going to announce where we are going. So we're now yellow. So here we go. So we're going over, we're on platform 3 at the moment in terms of track 3, and we're just going to edge over now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on this first Great Western Railway service to Slough. Our next station is Ealing Broadway, which is in a couple of minutes, in a few minutes. Please make sure you have collected all used balloons before you leave the train. And our ticket barriers are in operation at all stations on the first Great Western Railway line. Please make sure you have your ticket available when leaving the station. Next stop is Ealing Broadway. Please change here for the District line and the Central line, and also the Elizabeth line to Heathrow Airport. Thank you.
So we have a double yellow here, and we can go up to 80. So what I'll do is I will go a bit more full pelt. There we go. Can now go up to 80 miles an hour. Ealing Broadway is still 3.6 miles away, so we want to try and keep up with the timetable. We need to get there in 4 minutes. I think we'll be able to do it, but I just want to be careful with the lights, because if you go through a red, you fail the scenario and you've got to start again. So not good. Amazing. Congratulations on your first Twitch stream. You did it. Excellent. So there's just a few tips that I've just received after that first Twitch that I did. I say just a few minutes ago. It literally was 12 minutes ago I was on it. I thought I would stop and then start again. So if you are still watching from the previous stream, hello again. If you are watching on YouTube, on Megasim, welcome. There's a few of the videos that are quite popular. We've got the Great North Star there, and we've got Old Oak Common on the right. Just in case you don't know, this is where the Eurostar used to have its sheds. When they used to go from London Waterloo. Then when they moved to London St Pancras, they built a whole new yard nearby. I say nearby, it's probably further down the route. Still in London. But then this was sat derelict for years, literally. But now it's going to be used for the Elizabeth line, which is the Crossrail from East London, or all the way through London, out again, up to Heathrow Airport, and eventually to Maidenhead. So I am looking forward to going on that. I've seen a few of the trains already. I've seen a few of these open day videos that are on YouTube, which is quite cool. Seeing what they're doing on there. I am looking forward to seeing what it eventually looks like, because it's going to be open from later this year, which is scary. Because I remember going to the Astoria, which was then knocked down for Tottenham Court Road Station. I remember going to see Black Rebel Motorcycle Club there. And then there was also the Mean Fiddler, which was the Astoria, underneath the Astoria. And I went to see In Me there. That was literally 2006 and 2007. Man, that was a long time ago. And it wasn't that long afterwards that they finally knocked it all down and started building Crossrail Elizabeth line. So it'd be nice to see what it looks like, but it is a bit of a shame that it has gone. I think there was a joke that was mentioned in the YouTube video that I watched of that person going to the open day. He was like, why is it patterned like this? Oh, it's because it's the theatre district. He went, what? Is it because of the area that you knocked down the Astoria? And unfortunately they couldn't comment. So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next stop is Ealing Broadway. Please change here for the District line and the Central line. Please make sure you have all your loose belongings before you exit the train, and make sure you have your ticket available, as the ticket barriers are in operation at all stations on the first Great Western Railway service. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
So we're going to be exiting on the left platform. So platform 3. It's usually platform 3 the whole way. And then if you notice on the right hand side, so we've got 1 and 2 on our left for the high speed trains, 3 and 4 is what we're on, and then further on to the right, the first one is the central line, and then you've got the district line after that. So to access it, you would have to go upstairs to gain access to the underground, but if you're going towards London, you can walk straight through, well, with ticket barriers I'm guessing now, as it's been a little while, to then get on the central line straight away. So as I said, we're on platform 3 of Ealing Broadway. There we go. So as I said, what you're able to do is these fences aren't usually here. You'll be able to walk through. The central line is there, one of the central line trains, and the other one is the other side. And then the best way to do is to go up and over here to over there where that roof is, and that's where the district line goes. Here we go, the 166216 train. So class 166, it looks very similar. There were a few different versions of this that came out. There's this one, which is the DMU, which is a diesel turbo unit. So as you can hear, the diesel, there's no gears, it just kind of revs and then it powers the electric motors on the train. There is a third rail version that was on the southeastern, and finally there was an overhead train version as well, which is quite cool. So let's get in.
Mind the doors, please, mind the doors.
So yeah, there's 3 versions. I don't think there are any more. Here we go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard this first Great Western Railway service to Slough. If you've joined us at Ealing Broadway, welcome. Please sit back and relax. The next station is Southall. We do have an at-sea service trolley on our train this morning with Jenny. She'll be serving lovely cold food, snacks, and hot and cold beverages. So say hello to Jenny. She can accept cash and card payments, and that includes contactless with Google Pay, Apple Pay, and Android Pay. Not Android Pay and Samsung Pay. Sorry, Android Pay is now Google Pay and Samsung Pay. Sit back, relax. Southall is our next stop. Thank you.
Oh, I totally forgot. Switch the lights on for our customers. Now what we could do, let's put the AWS on. Let's there we go. Let's make sure we get the bells and the whistles. Go. Lovely. There's our emergency stop. We don't want to press that. Maybe we want to stick the climate control and the fans on for our passengers. There is no aircon on this train service. Or not that I'm aware of, because I can never remember it actually being nice and cool in these trains. Unless they've retrofitted it now. If you know if the Class 166 has aircon, just leave a comment on YouTube, or if you want to leave a message in the chat. Oh, this is Hanwell with Bunny Park. Useless piece of information, but coming up is a bridge that will have a McDonald's underneath. That was one of the first comments I made on one of my first videos of this, of Train Sim World, on the Founders Edition. Have you ever been on this train line before? From Reading to, from London Paddington to Reading, have you been on any point of this? And this is it. This is the the bridge, which has the McDonald's underneath, which was an old pub they renovated and turned into McDonald's. The bit where they renovated it was way before my time, but I do remember going there a couple of times. Another piece of information, that shed there used to house the Flying Scotsman. Many moons ago, more like 15 years ago, it used to house it, and I went into emergency stop. I'm used to the 10 brake on those rapid transits, that with this there's only a 3 is needed. So apologies on that, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The next stop is Southall. Please make sure you have all your belongings as you exit the station, exit the train. And make sure you have your tickets available, as the ticket barriers are in operation on all stations of the Postcode Western Railway service. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a pleasant morning. Thank you.
So anyway, this is Southall station. It's like we're constantly behind a train. I think we're behind the train to Hayes and Harlington. So we'll probably see the train parked at Hayes and Harlington at the next stop.
Mind the doors, please, mind the doors. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this first Great Western Railway service to Slough. Our next station is Hayes and Harlington. Please change here for the Elizabeth line, which used to be the Heathrow Connect line to Heathrow Airport's terminals 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Alternatively, you can catch the 140 bus outside the station, which will take you directly to Heathrow Central, where you'll be able to get to your Heathrow terminals. So Hayes and Harlington is the next stop. Thank you.
So here's the famous Southall gas tower. I have no idea if it still houses gas, but I think it's a landmark now, so you're unable to get rid of it. It's a listed building. Man, those screenshots take a while. Okay, so we have a red light in 0.6 miles, so it's pretty much exactly where we need to stop. So we just need to... Oh, nope, it's gone yellow now, so we're alright. Will we see the other train at the platform? So, useless piece of information, but this track here then goes off over to there. That used to be where the Heathrow Express used to stop. So there was a point where it didn't actually go to Heathrow. So sometimes it would actually come up here and stop at this station, and then you would get a bus over to Heathrow Airport. And then there was one point where it did go further and then stop before the tunnel. But I do remember the Heathrow Express sometimes being on that platform. Weird, but you know, good piece of information there. And I totally forgot to say goodbye. Okay.
Good morning, ladies and everyone. As you are exiting Harlington station, please take care to check your loose belongings before you leave the train. And also make sure you have your ticket, as the barriers are in operation at all stations on the First Great Western Railway service. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a good morning. Thank you. Please change here for Heathrow Connect, now called Elizabeth Line, to Heathrow Airport's terminals 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Or alternatively, please change for the 140 bus to Heathrow Central. Thank you.
So, will we stop at West Drayton, or will we go straight to Slough from Harlington?
Mind the doors, please. Mind the doors.
Okay. So we are stopping at West Drayton.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome aboard this First Great Western Railway service to Slough. If you've joined us at Harlington, welcome. I hope you had a nice trip or a nice day in the office, even though it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Our next station is West Drayton. West Drayton is our next stop, which is in a couple of minutes, so please make sure you have all your loose belongings as you exit the train. And ticket barriers are in operation at all stations on the First Great Western Railway service, so please make sure you have your ticket available. Thank you very much for joining us on the First Great Western Railway, and have a pleasant day.
So this is where EMI, their headquarters used to be. That's EMI Records. You got the bridge going over as well, and round the back there is where the British Museum places are. So, you know, certain parts of the British Museum, they may not store them at the British Museum, but there is like a special area there which has got all these big aircon fans keeping everything at a certain temperature so it doesn't disintegrate. Here is the train track over to Heathrow Airport. So as you can see, you've got this train track here going up and over, and then you've got the one on the left as well. So it'd be good eventually if they... I think the next one should be after the Somerset, West Somerset. I think they should do the Elizabeth line. That would be amazing. So if you could leave some feedback with Train Sim World and just go, please give us Elizabeth line. That would be epic. I think that would be such a cool line to do. So Matt, if you're listening or watching, Elizabeth line, your next project, please. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be shortly arriving at West Drayton Station. Please make sure you have all your loose belongings before you exit the train. And make sure you have your tickets, as the ticket barriers are in operation on all stations on the First Great Western Railway service. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a pleasant afternoon. Thank you.
No, I've never tried this before, but I will be downloading the videos on Twitch and pushing them straight to YouTube. So I know with Mixer it gives you a full 1080p HD stream. If Twitch do the same thing, that would be really good. But you know, leave a comment, see what you think of the quality on this. As I said, I'm not sure because I see it in full quality at the moment, whereas you know you will see it streamed, or you know, or in the same way you will be seeing it on YouTube in a totally different manner, because it has to be streamed to Twitch and then I get the file from Twitch. So this is West Drayton. It would be nice to have these. I think they are working on putting up the times and the destinations. That would be quite nice. I think finally, if they would, it would be nice to have the ability to call at the next station and have the announcements, the computerized announcements on there. If they can't get the license off the lady, or I think it is a lady announcer, it'd be nice to kind of have their own pre-created ones that sound similar, just so you're able to press it. You know I do enjoy announcing the next station, but you know at the same time I think it would be nice to have something a bit more automated and a bit more professional as you go on these trains. You know, no smoking is available on this train, and please do not use the toilet whilst you're in the station. You know, just things like that.
Mind the doors, mate, mind the doors.
As I said on the last one, Iver's the next stop. Now, when you start going in a passenger train, the door will lock. Whereas on a freighter, they don't seem to lock. Okay, so Iver's the next stop. Will we stop at Langley as well and then Slough, or will we just stop at Slough? Iver, Langley and Slough. Yeah, Langley is after Iver. Will we get to Iver in time? I'm not sure. I think we're running... I say we're running slightly late. You know, it's British train service, so of course you're going to arrive slightly late. So we will then start going to brake number 1. Brake number 1 is the safest braking, especially in this train. As soon as you go to 2 or 3, it's quite fierce, so it's not very comfortable for the passengers. As you can see, we are stopping quite nicely. Let's just go a little bit more as we get closer. And I'm probably going to stop too early, so let's go back to notch 1 again. If you've just joined us on this stream, welcome. This is the second time. I say the second time, it's the first time today, but the second stream I've done today ever on Twitch. I do also put these videos on YouTube under Mega Sim, so if you want to look at my other videos, just search for Mega Sim, MEGASIM, and you'll be able to see my other videos on there. I think my most popular one at the moment is the HST Westworld scenario on the Great Western Express service. At the moment we are doing the... I can't remember what we called it now. Down the line. So it's down the line, and we're using the half-an-hour service from London Paddington to Slough, stopping at most stations. I'm saying most because we've stopped at Ealing, Broadway, Southall, Hayes, West Drayton, Iver, probably Langley, then Slough. So we have missed out West Ealing, and we've missed out Acton Main Line, Hanwell, and I don't think I missed out any others. I don't think so. You say I'm second guessing myself now. I really am. Actor Main Line, Ealing Broadway, West Ealing, Hanwell, Southall. Yeah. So yeah, I was right. So we should be stopping at Langley, then Slough, I believe.
Mind the doors, mind the doors.
And I totally forgot to announce that we were arriving at Iver.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this First Go Western Railway service to Slough. If you joined us at Iver, welcome. Our ticket man will be coming through the train, checking your tickets. Our next station is Langley. Please make sure you have all your loose belongings as you exit the train. And please make sure you have your tickets with you, as the barriers are in operation on all stations on the First Go Western Railway services. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a pleasant morning and afternoon. Thank you.
So yeah, I believe we're going to stop at Langley and then finally Slough. What I would like to see is what platform they're going to stick us in on Slough. It would be nice to have the one with that kind of stops in the station and kind of is a dead end, instead of one that kind of continues. There are a couple of them in the Slough station, which I think is quite cool. But first of all, we've got to get to Langley.
Just to let you know, we are shortly arriving at Langley Station. That's Langley Station. Please make sure you have all your loose belongings with you before you exit the train, and please make sure you have your tickets, as barriers are in operation at all stations on the First Go Western Railway service line. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a pleasant day. Bye-bye.
Stopping a little early there. Here we go.
This is Langley Station. The next stop, Slough.
I think we're doing alright. It's going up the stairs. We actually had a couple of customers. Hello, young sir. I'll get out your way.
Mind the doors, please, mind the doors.
And what we can do is we can just press the guard buzzer. Yep. Keep it on notch 3. Let's keep it simple. do it from there. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be shortly arriving at Slough station. This is our final stop. Please hold change. Please make sure you have all your useful belongings before you exit the train. And also make sure you have your tickets, because our ticket barriers are in operation at all stations on the First Great Western Railway line. Thank you so much for joining us on our short trip from London Paddington to Slough. Have a pleasant day and hopefully see you soon. Thank you.
Now we're coming up to a yellow, probably because we're getting closer to slowing down. So even though we've got a 75 in 1 mile, because we've still got 1.2 miles before we get to the station, it will probably plummet to something a lot slower, because we're possibly going to be stopping at a platform that doesn't continue, I hope. So the yellow is in 250 yards. It's a double yellow.
We're shortly arriving at Slough. Please make sure you have all your used belongings as you exit the train, and make sure you have your tickets, as ticket barriers are in operation at all stations on the First Great Western Railway. Thank you so much for joining us and have a pleasant day. Bye bye.
So we're now edging over to the right, and then we'll probably go right once more to a dead end platform. There we go.
All change, please, all change.
Good work on that run. There are plenty more duties you can sign up to if you're interested.
So we've stuck that in that and that. Here we go. There we go. So that is pretty much it. That is the train service from London Paddington to Slough. I've put the tail lights on now. and I've got both doors open because, you know, that's what you do. I find that quite weird, so I may just shut these ones. So apologies there for all you train people. There we go. I shouldn't have opened them. Anyway, there. Thank you so much for joining me on this stream. Oh my goodness. As I said, this is exactly what I mean. On rapid transit, I was early and I was green. I'm on time. You can see I'm on time. I was slightly late for West Drayton, but it's still giving me a green. It's so weird. I don't know why, but never mind. Thank you so much for joining us. What I may do is I may do one more stream shortly, so I'll just cut this off and then bring another one up. If you want to see more of my videos, just go on my YouTube channel, Megasim, Megasim. Leave a comment, like the video if you have enjoyed this, if you are watching on YouTube, and hopefully see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.